Good morning students, I am Salunge TB, a teacher from Sri Shivaji Vidya Mandir and Junior College, Aund. I welcome all of you in this session of English language. In the earlier session, we completed a significant topic, appreciation of the poem. Today, we are going to discuss one more significant topic, that is rhyming scheme or rhyme scheme. Sometimes in the activity sheet below the poem, an activity is set on the topic rhyme scheme. Students are asked what is the rhyme scheme of the above poem, or note down or write down the rhyme scheme of the first or second or any particular stanza of the above poem. So today we are going to study on the literary device the poets make use in their poetry. The title of that literary device is rhyme scheme or rhyming scheme. I know that you must have studied, you must have learnt rhyme scheme in 9th or 10th class. Still, I am going to revise the topic rhyme scheme in this session. Let us start with the topic rhyme scheme. In this session, we are going to discuss two important questions. The first is, what is the significance of rhyme scheme in the poem? Or what is the importance of rhyming scheme in the poem? Or why do poets or writers make use of rhyming scheme in the literature? The second question we are going to discuss in this session is that what is rhyme scheme or what is meant by rhyme scheme. So in this way, let us start with the first question. What is the significance of rhyme scheme in the poem? The answer is, the rhyme creates music in the poem. The rhyme scheme or the use of rhyme gives the musical quality in the poem. I'll explain it later on. The second reason is that rhymes make lines easier to remember. It means that we can remember the stanza of poem easily due to the presence of the rhyme in the poem. The third reason is that the lines having rhyming sounds seem to be pleasant to listen as it creates music in the poem. The last reason is that authors or writers often use rhyme to make their lines more memorable in literature. In this way, for these reasons, rhyme scheme has great significance, importance in the poems. Therefore, rhyme scheme is a very vital literary device or literary skill used by writers or poets or authors in literature. The simple definition of rhyme scheme is that it is a literary device. It is a poetic skill. The rhyme scheme is the pattern of similar or identical sounds repeated in the lines of the poems or songs. This repetition of same or identical sounds usually occurs at the end of lines in the poem. Let me make you clear that same or identical sounds in what same or identical sounds in what sense? Same or identical sounds in a sense that they are pronounced identically in a similar way. In other words, the pronunciation of the last sound is same or identical. So when the pronunciation of the last sounds of two or more lines are found to be same or identical, in that case we can say that these lines rhyme with each other. Of course, we call these words, we call these words ending with the same sounds as rhyming words. Now, these same sounds or identical sounds need to be represented or designated with something when we write down the rhyme scheme of the particular stanza. Generally, in English language, when we are asked to note down or write down the rhyme scheme of the first stanza or the second stanza or any stanza of the poem, what we have to do, let us discuss how rhyme scheme is noted or written down. First, let me make you clear, we have to use letters of alphabet to represent or to designate the last identical or similar sounds of the lines. Everybody knows letters of alphabet in English language like A, B, C, up to Z. We have 26 letters of alphabet in English language. These letters of alphabet are used to designate these last identical sounds in the lines of the poem. So these letters are used to designate the pattern of the rhyme scheme. Let us discuss how rhyme scheme is written with an example of the first stanza of the poem Indian Weavers, written by Sarojini Naidu. We have already studied this poem in earlier sessions. So let us concentrate on the first stanza of the poem. Let us see on the board the stanza. I read the stanza. Weavers weaving at break of day, why do you view a garment so gay? We view the robes of blue as the wing of Harrison Wild. We view the robes of newborn child. So let us look at the board. You will see the first stanza of the poem Indian Weavers. We are going to write down the rhyme scheme of this stanza. As I told you, when we think of rhyming scheme or rhyme scheme of the stanza, we need to focus on the last sound of the last word of the lines. Let us concentrate on the last sound of the last word of the first line. If we pronounce the last word of this first line, what is the last word of the first line? Day. The last sound of this word is A. We are going to designate this sound A with the first letter of alphabet, and that is A. Because as I told you, in the rhyming scheme or in the rhyme scheme, sounds are represented or designated with the letters of alphabet. Now let us come to the last sound of the second line. Look at the last word of the second line. So the letter, as I told, in the rhyme scheme, sounds are designated with the letters of alphabet. So if you look at the last word of the second line, and if we pronounce this word gay, the last word is gay, the last sound of this word is also A. It means that the last sound of the first line and the last sound of the second line are same, identical. Therefore, we can say that, therefore, we need to designate the last sound of the second line A with the same letter, and that is A. Because there is the sameness between both the last sounds of the words day and gay at the level of pronunciation. Now let us come to the last sound of the word of the word from the third line, that is wild. Look at the third line. If you look at the third line, the last word of the third line is wild. What is the last sound of the word wild? Let us pronounce the word wild. The last sound of this word is D. Now this sound D is different from the earlier sounds from first two lines A, as we saw in the first and the second lines. The sound D does not match with the sound A at all. The sounds D and A are not same, are not identical at the level of pronunciation. Therefore, there is no sameness as far as the pronunciation of the sounds A and D is concerned. Therefore, we cannot designate, we cannot represent the sound D in the wild with the same letter of the alphabet A. The sound D that occurs at the end of the second line is different. Therefore, we are going to designate the sound with the next letter of alphabet, and that is B. If we see the last sound of the fourth line, in the last word of the fourth line, the word wild in the third line, therefore we need to, if we see the last sound of the fourth line in the word child, the last sound of this word is also D, which is matching with the last sound in the word wild in the third line. Therefore, we need to designate this sound of the fourth line with the letter of alphabet D, as these sounds are identical at the level of pronunciation. Therefore, the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, B. In this way, the designation with the letters depends on the pronunciation of the last sound of the last word in the lines of the poem. As we proceed further, line after line, if we come across different sounds at the end of the lines, we have to use different letters of alphabet in sequence as A, B, C, D, and so on. So let me repeat. The rhyme scheme or rhyming scheme of this stanza is A, B, B, because the last sounds of the first and the second lines are same. The last sounds of the third line and fourth lines are same, but different from the first and second lines. Therefore, the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, B. I would like to make you clear one thing. While writing the rhyme scheme, don't use any punctuation marks between two letters of alphabet like this A, comma, B, comma, B, or A dash, B dash, B. The rhyme scheme is written with the help of letters, but there should not be any punctuation marks like comma or dash between the letters. I hope you must have understood the concept of rhyming scheme, the significance of rhyming scheme, and how rhyming scheme is written down. So I conclude this session here. Thank you.